Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth, man, giving you the truth. I want to start out by saying Happy Father's Day. Normally, I come from a Bible standpoint. Y'all know I don't like to talk about certain stuff on Sundays. But this stuff has to be addressed, man, because it's getting out of hand, really, like how women are conducting themselves. And how a lot of us are putting up with it for whatever our reasons may be. Trying to keep your family together. Listen, some of us ain't gonna be able to keep our families together. Not and keep your masculinity. I mean, if you want to be emasculated, which is the choice that a lot of men gonna have to make just to keep their kids under their own roof and to keep their money in their pockets, so on and so forth. Because let's just be honest, man. Let's be honest. There's many men out here that the person that you married is not the person today that you would envision still being married to. And they could say the same thing about some of us. They could say that, but is it true though? Is it true that the good men, the masculine men, the alpha male men have changed to the point of not being good husbands, not being good fathers, being deadbeats in and of themselves? Or is it just talk to even scores? Because we're going to talk about some things real quick. This ain't going to be a long video. Number one, it is not up for negotiation. Wives becoming feminists. Like, it's just not right. Like, you can't justify it. And some of them will get to the point where they'll try to act like God was a woman. That is blasphemy. That's disrespectful. And if you put up, the Most High will be watching you. Like, okay, she trying to make me into being a woman. I want to see how you gonna respond to this. If you don't respond accordingly, it's like you making her an idol. Her job is to have enthusiastic, desirable sex, to cook and clean and assist you however needed. Her job is not to coach you as a man. Her job is to simply be there as a teammate. But what are men going through? This is why I'm telling you. And these women, they fired back on us. Y'all don't realize that they've been reporting us to YouTube. YouTube has been reporting what these women have been reporting to them, to the FBI and the CIA. And it's been some of y'all wives on their troll accounts flagging every guy that they think is putting stuff in their husband's head. They're doing it on their troll accounts. Ex-wives, current wives who know their behavior is bad, know their behavior has contributed to the demise of some of their marriages, but yet in their arrogance, narcissism, entitlement, they can't see it. It's time for some of these women to go, man. Let's just be honest about it. I know you love your kid. I know, y'all been close. Y'all used to be close-knit family, this, that, and the other. But at what expense? Some of y'all ain't getting no sex. Once you eliminate sex, there's no marriage. Sex is marriage, marriage is sex. And once you eliminate that, whether it's manipulation on either party or whatever the reason may be, when you eliminate that, you have no marriage. You have no marriage. I mean, and a lot of people don't want to hear this here, but the facts is the facts. The truth is the truth. That's just all it is to it. Like, guys are literally being turned into women. You basically are a 50-50, I'ma call it. You being turned into the B character. You know, the one who pointing up, they got both. You being turned into that by your wife, because your wife is a freaking control freak, and she want you and everybody else to think that you're the control freak when it's really them. Because if your wife and your girlfriend ain't a control freak, right? And you being masculine, you being the leader, she would follow. There is no, and preachers, I want to talk to y'all too. Your wife getting to the point where she can't learn from you, she has to go. It's time for negotiation. It's time for exit. Because, I mean, where are you going to go with that under your roof? Let her go find her punk. If you don't want to be the punk that she's looking for, then let her find her punk. I don't give a... Like, listen. There's... Never in my life will I ever put up with this garbage y'all putting up with. Never. Never. It'll be World War III in my house before I put up with this garbage that guys is putting up with. Once it comes to me, it's time for war. And I ain't talking about physical. I'm talking about exit strategies, this, that. Ain't no way. Y'all dudes care too much. You care about everybody but your own self. And I know it's Father's Day, but y'all need to hear this. Because if you cared about yourself, how are you married to somebody who don't care about? You can't get a back rub, but they want a back rub. You can't get sex, but they want gifts and bills paid. They can't even have sex with you and want it. But this is who you call wives. And Father's Day, it's funny how this is how today gonna go for a lot of fathers. Today is gonna be minimized by the same people who, if it was Mother's Day, it had to be this, had to be that. Oh, you did it, blah, blah, blah. Man, forget all that stuff, man. It's time for it's time for you guys to be men. You can't even have a beer in peace. You want beer, and you can't have beer in peace without your judgmental, egotistical, narcissistic, feminist wife nagging you to death. You can't go fishing. You can't go play basketball. You can't have a beer. What is that, man? That's emasculation. So the Most High's blessing, whoever got blessed being emasculated by women, please show me one person in the whole history of the earth, your town, your family, has ever been blessed by God and emasculated at the same time. Some of these people, you can't even talk to them. You only could talk to them if they are teaching you or what they saying is viewed as being the way and the truth. And y'all calling that a wife. That ain't no wife. That's an op. Y'all care too much, man. I don't care. Not like that. Like, I just don't. You don't do right by me, you finna see some hard times. And it ain't gonna be physical. It ain't gonna be that weak stuff. You don't never hit on these women, ever. Never, 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 never. And y'all hear me saying this? Y'all intelligence agencies, YouTube, whoever, y'all hear me saying this? I do not condone any violence towards women. What I condone, if they don't act right, they can get their stuff and they can get out of your face. Or you get out of their face. If you got one of them ones that's not going to act right, not going to do right, but they not going to leave, then you got to leave. Or you got to make up an arrangement where y'all get a duplex. Like I always tell you. You can't be in relationships with these type of people. How can you be in a relationship where a person don't see you that way? Where you got to bow down and be a freaking punk just for her to even be a pinch happy, and she still won't be happy. You know what she gonna do? She gonna go find Pookie, or she gonna find some monkey branch to hop on and get rid of you anyway. And y'all dudes, I'ma end this video. You better learn how to love yourself. And the people that you deal with, and the people that you buy gifts for, and the people that you look out for should be people who love you, not people who connected to you from something in the past, like a previous arrangement. Y'all got married on this day, or y'all this. It should be people who love you right now, that you look out for. People be lying, man. Don't tell me that you love me or that I'm your guy or this, that, and the other. But yet, I'm looking at your actions, and your actions say otherwise. Because I'm ice cold. You get cold with me, you drop down to 32 degrees on me, I'm going to drop down to 30 on you. Y'all need to start telling me, just leave. Well, I ain't leaving my kids. Okay, then this is what we going to do. Let's go get these papers. Because I already know you don't want me. This is how y'all need to start talking to them. You've shown me that. How you act. The stuff you say. You don't listen to me, but you always talking. That we need to do is we need to get along for these kids. And that's it. Go find your dude. And if he marries you, that's y'all. Leave my kids with me. Y'all need to start negotiating. Y'all be letting y'all women scare y'all with trying to put them laws on you. If you don't break no law, then what you worried about them for? Y'all scared of the police. I'm not scared of the police. I believe in defending the police. But listen, you come to my house because she trying to call you on me and I ain't did nothing wrong. I'm whipping my phone out on you. I'm going to cancel you. And that's how y'all guys should be. When you go around, like let's say you divorced, or let's say you broke up with your girlfriend, and now you just trying to go pick up your kids. I done seen dudes die. Whip your phone out, man. Whip your phone out. She ain't trying to let you pick up. Them ain't his kids. These dudes be starting stuff. I'm not going to jail for none of these dudes. It's just not happening. I'll whip out my phone And if I can defend myself, or you can defend yourself against these guys without consequence. But some of these guys, they be thinking they tough, man. You ain't tough. You think you tough? You a simp. You trying to start something with the dude because you with her. And think of how much today, Father's Day. Think of how much of this is finna go down today. The little beta male pickup, cleanup man, trying to act tough on dudes that just trying to see their kids. Or their kids just trying to go see their father, but they too young. They can't take themselves. And the mother refusing to take them. And stepdad, Simp Sammy ain't gonna do it. He ain't man enough to allow those kids to deal with their father. He's a punk. And a lot of those stepdads, eventually what happens is she turns against them. Because it's really, the problem is really her. So some of these women, they'll act right in the beginning to either make the other dude jealous or to establish themselves with the new dude. But if they the one with the issues inside, eventually they gonna act up on him too. That's why you have rising rates in second and third divorces. That's why. Because the problem sometimes is that person. And then you reap what you sow. You think you can submit to this guy. Oh, white guy. Oh, this. A lot of black women, they'll treat the white guy like a king. Treat the black guy like a peasant, end up divorced from him. And now they're trying to treat the white guy like a king, and then they find out the white guy has his own set of issues in most cases. And they right back to square one again. A lot of. Because issues is not dependent on race. People have issues. But you gotta understand, when you're dealing with a person that sees white people, when you black, this is why a lot of black dudes don't like dealing with black women. It's not all of them. So you have to have an eye for this. When you dealing with somebody who out the gate really didn't see you that way, like they really like white guys, that's a lot of the problems dudes having. Stuff like that. That's one of the issues. She not gonna ever treat you like a king. She'll treat that white boy like one. And I don't mean to use the word boy. I don't mean it in a racist way. It's just a figure of speech. She'll treat the white guy like one, though. Out the gate, he ain't got to do nothing. You could have been taken care of for years and years. And she'll treat him better than you. That's why life ain't about women, man. Y'all got to realize that before you get old. Before you get too old. You should not go into your 50s still thinking that life is about pleasing women or still pedestalizing women. I don't believe in mistreatment, but you should not be going into your 50s pedestalizing women. By then you should know the truth. Pedestalize yourself. Some of y'all dudes stomach all the way practically up to your chin because you dealing with a person who you can't blame them. Blame yourself for being a punk. Man, go to the gym. Who cares if she don't want you to? Or she say you spending all your time in the gym, you ain't spending time. Man, you got to take care of yourself. Because when you die, trust me when I tell you, she's going to be enthusiastically performing acts on the next man that she was boycotting you in a lot of cases. So why would you make why would you make all those sacrifices for a person like that? They don't deserve it. And y'all needed to hear this on Father's Day, man. The truth. Shout out to the unicorn, feminine, submissive, helpful, humble mothers in the world and wives. I'm not talking about you. The people who I'm talking to, hit dogs holler. They know. My problem, my issue, and the other guy's issue is not with you, Miss Loyal. You want to sex your husband up. The problem, we're not talking about you in this space. You loyal to your husband. You're a good woman. You want him to eat right. You don't sneak around texting and emailing people and having a fondness, an intimate liking for them. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the masculine women, the disrespectful women, the disloyal women, the unsexual women, the women who are always just nagging and contentious and think they're supposed to be leading their husband. We're talking about them. That's who we're talking about. And I don't care who you is, hit dogs holler. We're not talking about the unicorn women. We're not talking about the women who stuck to their husband's side, who never cheated on their husband. We talking about the ones who cheated on their husband and he don't know it, and they lie about it to this day. We talking about them because that breeds some of the disrespect that some of these guys experience. Is that intimate liking that your wife has and your girlfriend has for other men, but she's still with you for whatever her reasons may be. Maybe she knows she has the kids in front of you, so she knows that you established with your kids. So she'll put up with you, but she doesn't want to. Get rid of them. That's who we after today. We finna swat them flies. But we not talking about the unicorns. We ain't talking about them. Shout out to them. We talking about you, wayward, fake wives, phony wives. You want all these dudes to like you and tell you you're attractive while being married to man A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You sneaking around. You got a work husband. We coming after you. We not coming after the wives who faithful at work, faithful at home, helpful at work, helpful at home. We not even talking about them. We talking about the bad ones. The ones that's sucking men's time and lives away. Why don't you just leave? By yourself. Leave the kids there. No alimony, no child support. Let him support his own kid. You hate him that much. You got a problem with him like that. Why don't you go take care of yourself? Instead of being a troublemaker. And most of them can't even see that they being a troublemaker. Channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching.